Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome back to another stream. This one, I'm not expecting any viewers whatsoever, and I actually have stuff to do at about, 3:10, 3:12. So, it's probably best in the long run if I don't get much reception on this. So, without further ado, let's get started. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going through this list I found. It's a Business News Daily list. And it is a list of the top 26 great business ideas to start in 2024. Now, I'm only going to stream for 10 minutes, and this intro's already taken up 1 minute. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty. So, the first business is online reselling. Now, it's easy to do. You just need, like Facebook Marketplace or something. You can go on there and you can buy something like a couch, let's say, and you check out the condition. You go to the seller's address, you check out the condition, it looks good, everything seems to be fine with it, so you buy it for, let's say they're selling it for $20, and you easily think you could get $50 out of this. And you sell it to someone else for $50. But the problem with that is it might take, 5 days, 6 days, and you only made $30 in that 5 to 6 days. And sure, you can do this as much as you want, but you gotta find a place to store these couches or whatever. I mean, you don't have to do it with couches, obviously. You can do it with smaller stuff, but it's all about finding an audience. And if the audience doesn't exist, and doesn't exist fast enough, it might be best to steer clear of this. But if you find a product that is of a relatively large expense level, so you can take a good commission out of it, then you should be fine. If you take let's say a fridge, for example. You find somebody selling a fridge on Facebook Marketplace. It's a good fridge. They're selling it for $200. You think you can get $400 out of it. Even if it takes you a week to resell that, you made $200 a week. So, it's not bad. Alrighty. Next one is pet sitting. So pet sitting is very interesting because pet sitting requires more than you think it would. And I'm not just saying you need to know how to take care of a pet. We're assuming you already know how to take care of a pet and everything. Here's what it requires. Requires advertising. Alrighty? And you might think, nah, I could just walk down the street and say, hey, neighbor, I'll pet sit for you. And then I get a job. No, because unless your neighbor's going on a trip soon, you don't really get that. I mean, I get they might be going on a trip soon, so you might be able to do that. You might even be able to hit 2 in a row if they're going on a vacation relatively the same time, but reasonably, you'd need to do some advertising to get yourself out there, to get people to hear about you. Also, reasonably, you'd want a driver's license, because if you do advertise properly, word will get around and people from farther away are going to want your services, which means you need to be able to provide those services. So, basically, it requires you to have a driver's license, do some advertising, and most likely have a website, because without a website, it's going to get really confusing and very fast, and you're probably going to get beaten out by your competition just because it's easier. Like if I look at pet sitting right now, pet sitting. Rover, pet sitters near you. Northampton Dogtopia. Join trusted house sitters. Dog daycare, Salisbury, Massachusetts. Oh, shoot, I closed out the freaking list, didn't I? But anyway, you get my point, right? You need to have a website, and you need to know how to run a website. And yeah, I know. Those were all in the southern New Hampshire area. You know where I live. Ha ha. Good job, guys. I live like an hour from where Ludwig grew up. Okay, there's your freaking lore for the day. Anyway, so yeah, pet sitting requires a pretty substantial upfront investment. So, be cautious with that one. If you've already done a few pet sitting jobs and you're good at it, people like what you do with it, then sure, like why not? But if you're not as confident, don't need you guys to see that. There we go. Okay. Ignore the other two things. Alrighty. So, number 3 is t-shirt printing. Now, with t-shirt printing, it's another interesting one. It does require almost no upfront investment. And I say that very tentatively because technically it requires no upfront investment. But it will require, some investment at some point. So, let's talk about it. So, there's a website. It's called... Actually, I'm not going to say it. You want to sponsor me. But there's websites out there that will let you completely start your business on that website for absolutely free. You can upload any site you want. You can even start your own website. And they'll give you a URL for free and everything. But the problem with that is that you're not going to get any traffic to that site at all. Because they're not going to do any SEO for you. So you're going to have to do that all yourself. So you're going to have to put ads out and everything. But technically, you don't have to do that. People might look up the right things and find your website, place an order, and you make money. So technically, there's no upfront cost, but it's really hard to get people there. It's kind of like drop shipping, It's kind of like that. So, I have to be a little cautious with that, but yeah. Cleaning service. Again, same thing as the pet sitting. Upfront investment is you need to have a driver's license at the very least. You need upfront investment for advertisements or flyers or something to get yourself out there. And you need to have in this little infographic here. I'm not sure if you guys can actually see it. Can you guys see the infographic? Here. There we go. Are you guys only seeing that? No. There. Infographic. So in this infographic, you can see that she has a little vacuum and he has spray bottle. That spray bottle is going to run out eventually. It's bound to run out. So what I'm saying is you need the means to do the cleaning. So you need the vacuum and you need the spray bottle. Or you need the paper towels, you need the broom, you need the dustpan. All that stuff, you need all of that. And that costs money. So that is an upfront investment. So this probably requires more upfront investment than the pet setting does. Just because of all the materials required to even do that. Online teaching. This requires less of an upfront investment and more of a knowledge investment. Because you can't just do 5 YouTube tutorials and then expect to be able to, just teach anyone something. Like, let's say you know everything there is to know about setting up a bank account, and you teach me everything I could possibly know about setting up a bank account. And then say, I raise my hand, you call on me, and I ask you the question of, why do I want to set up a bank account? YouTube tutorial didn't cover that, did it? Alrighty, well that's almost 10 minutes, and that's the first 5 ideas. I don't think I'm going to go any longer. I don't have any viewers, so, yeah. Peace out. I'll see you guys later. And thank you guys. I got 17 likes on the video I posted on my birthday, which was yesterday. So thank you guys very much. It was very kind of you.